George Strickland for the Martial Art World, and we're here at Ron Duncan's Martial Arts Academy. And standing next to me now, it's a pleasure to be talking to this gentleman, is Professor Ronald Duncan. Professor Duncan, what is ninjutsu?
Well, that's a question that everybody has been asking for the last 10 or 15 years. And without sounding too redundant, ninjutsu really is, to make a long story short, we can call it the art of endurance. The art of endurance, the art of totality, the art of courage, the art of everything. There's so many different interpretations for it. But the more commonly known interpretation of ninjutsu, that is the art of espionage and art of invisibility, assassination, and so forth. But to sort of cap it off, let's call it the art of endurance, to endure, because those people who evolved as ninjas in ancient time, during the field of Japan, were people who were forced out of political necessity to endure. And by learning how to endure, utilizing various aspects of philosophies and combat, they were able to endure and to be victorious and to survive.
What style do you teach?
Oh, the style that I teach is a style which originated from the many styles of combat of the Koga provinces of Japan. It's a collection of different systems and approaches of combat. Koga Ryu, you got to realize that we have what's known as the Iga system, which has become very popular, and the Iga system is broken down into various different trends of thoughts from various styles of ancient Japan. The Koga Ryu system will involve techniques as the Masaki Ryu, the Ginda Ryu, Nippon's the Sushi Ryu, the Naha Ryu, the Fohi Ryu, to name a few. These are different art forms which one has to master and study to take up that slack, to make up that totality which is called ninjutsu. It's broken down into philosophy, as spiritual training, psychological training, physical combat, stealthy maneuvering, intelligence gathering, a whole number of things.
It becomes apparent watching your class and your students work out that they have to be agile and able to move and fight from any position.
That is true. The training is very varied here, not only at my academy, but people I've been associated with over the last 30 years who have studied and trained similarly to the way that I do, that we do here. Yeah, because one of the philosophical beliefs that we practice here is that a ninja has to be able to attack and defend from any position, to hear any sound, to sense danger, a number of things. So we go just beyond the ordinary. We will try to seek out those areas which we do not ordinarily deal with, and to develop those areas to strong point and to use them whenever we have to.
I noticed you were talking about the 9 lives of the warrior. Could you tell us about that?
The 9 lives of the warrior are not only philosophical science, but these are concepts and philosophies which will affect modern day man, will affect man for all years to come into the future. Simply means that as not only the warrior, but a man is forced, whether he knows it or not, to live 9 different existences. Because in our day-to-day living, we come in contact with our loved ones, we come in contact with people who pay us wages, we come in contact with the elders, we come in contact with ourselves. One of the most important aspects of these philosophical 9 lives is that we come into touch with our true selves. You see, that part of us that nobody sees or understands will ever see. And we learn to deal with ourselves from within and to develop from there. So it's broken down into 9 levels. For the purposes of giving support to someone that was wounded or given the appearance of being wounded for disguised purposes, for off-balancing and deceiving the opponent, or a technique of defensive combat. Okay, guy. Read.
Good.
The opponent could be armed with a knife, for instance, or a sword, whatever the case might be. And this, and all of the innocuous-looking appearances, could be used effectively. Come, here. It could be used here for blocking, striking, and taking down the opponent, for instance. And then it could be used in this manner. As he fell, here, it became a flailing device to strike. Now this same technique, would I turn around please? Utilized from the rear, became a strangling device. Here, a dual strangling device, or merely a device Watch it, knife. Put the knife down. The striking and wrapping around the man's face, or to wrap it around his legs to trip him. Use for the purpose of tying your opponent securely. In this position, tie him. Pin his arms and tie him. Try to pull away. Securely in place. Okay? Yes.
The way of the wind, tell me, describe a little bit of that.
The way of the wind was a concept that was introduced to me years ago. In Japanese philosophy, especially where the Japanese are concerned, they feel that the wind is the strongest element. And most of the Japanese combative elements is based upon the wind being the strongest factor in transmitting energy and transmitting, destruction and transmitting, healing processes and all those things that has to be projected and transformed and handed down from generation to generations and so forth. The way of the wind, the wind has no definition. Nobody can define the wind. Nobody can actually see the wind. We can only, it is so scientifically complex, at the same time so simple. So the wind has deep significances and connotations where Japanese combative warrior art forms are concerned. A lot of people don't say it, but that's one of the basic concepts. The wind is the strongest element. And the Japanese, during the feudal time, and when speaking in terms of their combat and warlike activities, this is their element. And it's not only Japanese, every culture has known this.
Thank you very much, Master Duncan, for having us here today.
On this week's Spotlight, Shauna Grudlock, nationwide martial arts champion.
I love the martial arts. It's a part of my life now since I've been 7. Well, this form was taught to me by Master Kandi, Francisco Esteban Kandi. It's a Korean form. Right now I'm studying at the Tang Soo Do Karate Academy in New Jersey, Blackwood, New Jersey, under Master Dominic Jacoby and Lester Ricks. I've competed against the best. I think it's a very good experience for me as a martial artist to learn. I know they have more knowledge, and by competing against them, this helps me to look at them and say, well, I need work on this because this is the way she did that or whatever. But I think I have that will give me a lot of experience.
And now the Grand Championship winning kata by Sonny Ohno from the Battle of Baltimore Grand Championship Tournament.
Cindy Ming here, Martial Art World at the USWF sanctioned tournament for Tai Chi, and I'm very happy to be with the woman who put this all together, Linda Schneiderman.
Hi.
Hi, Linda. Thank you for being with us.
It's my pleasure, and thank you for being here to help promote Tai Chi.
Oh, anytime. Linda, how do you feel today with everything going on?
It's going very smoothly. I'm very proud of all the people who came and competed, and I'm nervous. I for no reason, I'm
You don't
nervous.
look it.
Well, I just hide it well. It's internal.
Okay. Maybe you can talk a little bit, tell our folks at home about what prompted you to bring Tai Chi Chuan to this opening to the general public and have an event like this.
Well, I've been in Tai Chi a while, and at part of my Tai Chi years, I also studied karate, and I participated in competition in karate. And then a lot of people, in talking to me, wanted to know the differences. And I felt that better than explaining, I could show the differences. And so what I started to do, I would do Tai Chi in a karate competition. And at first, no one...
Very unusual.
They didn't know how to judge us.
Right.
And then people started to come up and ask questions. And the more people asked, the more they learned. And the more I learned about what people wanted to know. And then one time, the director of the karate tournament that's here, Guren Shidan, said to me, would you like to have an event in my tournament? And I jumped on it.
Terrific.
And got in touch with the Wushu Federation. That's Pat Rice and Steve Rhodes. And they helped organize it.
Great. And I'm standing here with triple champion Ron Luntz. Ron, congratulations.
Thank you very much.
You did a great job today.
I had a lot of fun doing it too.
Now, why don't you tell the folks at home what you won in?
Okay, I won first place in Tai Chi Sword, first place in Chen and other styles, open form, and first place in lightweight division push hands.
Terrific. You had a busy day today, didn't
Yeah,
you?
very busy day.
How do you feel right now?
I'm exhausted, but I'm happy.
Okay.
Yeah.
What do you think you'll do with your Tai Chi to further in your career?
Well, I study full time and I teach full time, so pretty much it's a lifestyle for me, and I'm pretty busy with it.
That's great.
Yeah.
How many students do you have?
Right now I have about 100.
That's great.
Yeah.
Terrific.
Yeah.
So would you like to see everybody doing more Tai Chi?
Oh, I'd love it. I'd love it. Yeah.
Like in China, everyone getting up in the morning?
It'd be wonderful. It'd be wonderful, yeah.
Right.
That was a beautiful form that you showed us earlier. Could you describe it for us?
Yes, I did the Chen style Tai Chi Chuan, the old standard form that was done many, many years ago. And I did a basic Chen style, but I added a lot of Jing energy, which is a lot of power punches and a lot of twisting motion that sort of accentuates and accelerates the Qi energy through the body.
Yes, it's taken many generations to get to that. How many?
17 generations before they started adding all the power punches and the circles.
And how long have you been practicing Tai Chi?
15 years.
What drew you to Tai Chi?
I used to dance as a child, and I really was attracted to the motion, the constant flow, and the relaxation that I got from doing the Yang style Tai Chi. And then I decided that I wanted to start getting more strenuous workout, so I went to Chen Tai Chi.
Most everyone in our audiences are very familiar with karate, taekwondo, the harder martial arts, the jumping around. What do you see this as bringing to the people? What kind of information?
I think it's an alternative. Rather than the hard and explosive things that people are used to seeing, this is an alternative for people who would like to understand what self-defense is about, and that it's not just a self-defense martial art, that it also trains your body for balance. It's a form of exercise, and there are other things besides just going out and being with an opponent, that it really is something you do for yourself. And right now the mean age are people who are in their late 30s and up. It's one of the few martial arts, if not the only, that people who are in their older years can continue to do without any real diminishing of their style.
a lot of people recognize Tai Chi Chuan as the martial art that is slow moving and is very widespread use in China. Would you like to see something like that here in the United States? People getting up in the morning and practicing Tai Chi?
I think we would have a much better day. I think we would relate to each other much better, because taking that few minutes for yourself, number one, is very important. And to start doing the movements, you kind of set your body into a rhythm. And that rhythm, basically, it's like a music. It just stays with you for the whole day.
Linda, thank you, and future
Thank you so
success.
much.
Thank you.
Please write to us at the Martial Art World, Post Office Box 20028, London Terrace Station, New York, New York 10011.
The martial art.